Hi students, welcome to Sreedhar'scce Anantapuramu YouTube channel and welcome to our session, Editorial Analysis session. Right guys, what do we discuss daily in our session? Like we start with the quote of the day and we have root words. So like to memorize the vocabulary to the maximum extent, and idiomatic expressions keeping exam in point of view, and vocab which covers phrases, idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs, editorial related content, vocabulary, all these are discussed in editorial vocab, and the analysis related to the editorial of the day, and the last but not the least, a test of the day which will be very useful to the upcoming exams, especially IBPS clerical prelims. Let's get to quote of the day. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. So here, Helen Keller, everyone knows that woman, so who is blind but a famous poet. So what did she say? So it's not worse to be blind. It's worse than being blind is to have sight but no vision. Like the person who doesn't have vision is worthless according to her, because so most of the people have vision, like we people have most of the people have sight, like you and I have sight. So what is your vision? So what do you where do you want to be after 5 years, after 10 years? What is your vision? So we don't have vision. So the thing is, it's worse. It's better to be blind rather than having this sight but not having vision. So that's what she said. So better you people and we people have the vision. So let's get to idiomatic expressions. So explain away. So explain along with the preposition away, to explain something so that it is no longer a problem. So he has a habit of explaining away all his mistakes, means like he doesn't want to have problem with that mistakes. That's why he just wants to have that habit of explaining away. So explaining on all his mistakes your mind access, but that's wrong. Explaining takes away. So when it is about so to explain something in a matter that he doesn't want to be a bigger problem. Next, exposed to. What is this exposed to? To get affected. Like do not expose your face to, expose your face to, do not expose your face in sunlight. So your mind accepts, because mother tongue influence definitely it contains in our mind. So your mind says like in sunlight our face is exposing. It's not that. Exposing your face to sunlight is the perfect one. And the last one, fail on. Fail on means to give someone an unsatisfactory grade on an assignment or test. So fail on. My teacher failed Anu's on test, not off test. So failed someone on test, not off test. Remember that. And let's get to root words. So you have got two root words today. So very important root words are discussed here. Anthrop or anthropo. So human related is discussed with this root. Anthropology, most of the people are familiar with this anthropology. The study of mankind is called as anthropology, and the anthropomorphism, giving human form to non-human things, is called as anthropomorphism. Morphism means changing someone to someone. So anthropo means human form giving to some other things like non-human things. Philanthropy, like a number of times this word is asked in SSC. Like philanthropy means the love to mankind, the love to human beings is called as philanthropy, and giving some of his money for the welfare of the humankind is philanthropist. That person is philanthropist. If you look at these some famous celebrities related Wikipedia, like Wikipedia, you search the celebrity names, like you will have philanthropist under someone's names. Like they share their earnings, like Mahesh Babu, towards the development of the people. So that is he is called as a philanthropist. And next root is anti. Anthropo, human. Anti means against, opposite of, like you are pretty familiar with this. Antibody that destroys microorganisms is opposite to microorganisms. Anticlimax, a change from a serious subject to a disappoint one. That means anticlimax means so which is not expected. So opposite to something. Antiseptic, preventing infection, opposite to infection. Antisocial, opposing social norms. Next, let's get to editorial vocabulary. Disconnect means a lack of connection. We people know this. Digital divide, the gap between the people who access computer and who don't access them. That is, digital divide means who has that access towards this internet services and who doesn't have. Bridge means make a difference smaller, like connecting, uniting. Household, like everybody is familiar with this, family and house. State, so according to the context here, it's not state which we think of, but it is condition. Disparity, actually we got this parity 2 days back. Parity means unity, assembling, so balanced condition. Disparity means imbalance or inequality or variation. Glaring, very clear, very apparent, very flagrant, blatant. Strata, plural form of stratum. Stratum, ascendum, agenda. Bacterium, bacteria. So in that case, this one also a Greek term. Stratum is singular, strata is plural. Level or class or rank is called as strata. Chasm, a clear difference between two people or groups. Thoughts is chasm. Privileged, who are privileged, who these privileged are called? Wealthy, rich or affluent people are called as privileged, like having a great respect in the society. The deprived, privileged opposite to deprived. Deprived means the poor, poverty stricken, underprivileged or disadvantaged or people are called as the deprived. Broadband policy, this policy which was brought in 2004 was laid down by the government of India in order to realize the potential of broadband services regarding this policy. So it aimed particularly on few things like tele-education, telemedicine, e-governance and providing employment related to that. Stark, which is adjective, clear, distinct or evident. Milieu, environment, background, atmosphere is called as milieu. Next set is drop the ball. It's a phrasal expression, guys. Make a mistake, dropping the ball, like you are making a mistake, mishandling that, fail to do something. Alacrity is readiness, alertness, being alert, being willing. Deficit, you know this short for deficiency. Next, deal a blow. Deal a blow, it's also a phrasal expression. Harm or upset or shock someone is to deal a blow. To give shock to someone, to deal a blow to someone. Make up for means balance, like to make something in a balanced situation, neutralize or even a map. So when it is used as a verb, it's outline or planning a workout in the wake of, as a result of some event. Leverage, use, make use of, utilize. So leverage means using or make use of something or utilizing something, right? Next, refurbish. You see this word particularly in Amazon or somewhere. Refurbished mobiles, modernize or revamp or repaired mobiles is called as refurbish. Next, leapfrog, jumping over. So it's used in noun sense. It's even you can consider in noun phrasal sense. So jumping over or improvement or advancement quickly is called as leapfrog, especially skipping over some stages in the process. Inaccessible, not accessible, unreachable, beyond reach, out of reach. Next, radio spectrum. It refers to a range of radios that are used for communication purposes. Overdrive. What is this overdrive? Working hard until you feel very excited or tired. Next model, let's get to editorial analysis of the day. Digital disconnect on online learning and digital divide. So you know, in India, a huge country like India, digital divide is very common because most of the people don't have these digital resources. Poor access to the internet in many states must be bridged, set right urgently to help e-learners. So of course this COVID-induced, pandemic-induced crisis so gave a way to develop this online learning as so quickly before than we imagined. The full report on NSO's survey of household social consumption on education in India is the discussion here for July 2017, June 2018. Highlights the poor state of computer and internet access in several states. Even being in a town or a district headquarters like Anantapuramu, I am unable to get internet services to old town. So such is the condition of such is the plight of this internet services in India right now. The disparities, imbalances are glaring apparently among different academic strata as well. Yes, academic strata means poor people aren't able to get this internet so like the rich people get. So the digital chasm that separates the privileged from the deprived remains unbridged years after the broadband policy of 2004, and its effects are painfully evident during the pandemic as students struggle to log on to the online classes. Of course this the thing which is separating this privileged and deprived remains unbridged, means they are not not unified or bridged or set right years after this broadband policy was implemented. So effects are really painful, especially in this pandemic, because most of the students are unable to log on to their online classes because of the lack of these facilities. While some poorly connected states may have improved since survey period, the gaps so stark that any development could only be modest. So but some poorly connected states, so a little improvement you can see here since this survey period. The gaps are so stark, but the gaps which are visibly very clear, any development, are very modest, means moderate. Only in Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala did the survey find internet access exceeding 50% for urban rural households taken together, while Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand exceeded 40%, unimpressive numbers still. So in the total countries, only 3 countries like Delhi, Himachal Pradesh and Kerala have got access, especially 50% urban and rural households taken together, while this Punjab, Haryana and Uttarakhand, they exceeded 40%. So 50-40% really they are unimpressive numbers, you can say. Large states like UP, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka had access below 20%. So a very shameful thing in today's milieu, means environment. Net access is critical, considering that even where mobile phones and laptops are available. So such a kind of situation exists in the country today, in today's state. Some states provide them under student welfare programs. They cannot be meaningfully used in its absence. So of course, when they are provided even, so this absence of internet makes them useless. Of course, if net connectivity is 5 to 10% in rural Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka and West Bengal, only a slim minority can hope to do any academic work, of course. So 5 to 10% is the least in rural areas, especially in the countries discussed here. Many remote locations have reliability problems, so power deficits, making it a challenge to keep gadgets operational even offline. So one more major problem the country, especially in some rural areas, face is this power deficits. Okay, next, Prime Minister Modi has acknowledged the digital divide by announcing his Independence Day address that all villages would be connected with optical fiber cable in 1000 days. So, however, Prime Minister understood this and acknowledged this particular digital divide, and he announced on Independence Day speech that all villages will be connected with optical fiber, means advanced technology, in 1000 days. This target, reflecting enhanced ambition, follows the one set in 2011 to link panchayats through a national optical fiber network to raise administrative capacities through information structure. So of course this target was already discussed in 2011 to link panchayats through a national optical fiber network to raise this administrative capacities. Evidently, successive governments have dropped the ball, means they failed implementing this perfectly. States have not shown the alacrity, alertness to make a big leap either. And the deficit has now dealt a blow to students. So however, this change of government, successive governments, they've dropped the balls, they failed in doing so. That's why and the remaining most of the states, they did not take it seriously. So that's why that total thing has now dealt a blow, affected the students now in this pandemic period. To make up for lost time, connectivity for education must be prioritized. So however, to make use of the last time, so the only thing is connectivity for education must be prioritized right now at least. Mapping the needs of each district based on the NSO data will help identify areas where children do need equipment and connectivity. So according to NSO data, we can find out so which areas related children do need this equipment. Equipment and connectivity. Such efforts have been launched globally in the wake of COVID-19, some in partnership with the telecom sector to leverage its capacity for surveys and mapping. So however, so in the wake of, means at the very starting of this COVID-19, so such efforts have been launched globally, internationally, in partnership with telecom sector to leverage, to make use of its capacity for surveys and mapping. Some companies in India have made the valuable suggestion that their used desktops could be refurbished and donated, for which governments need to open a program. However, so it's a very good thing that some companies in India have made this valuable suggestion. They would like to donate these desktop computers which were used. They should be refurbished and donated to people who did not have these, for which government needs a program. So when that program will be held, no one knows. On the network technology technology front, a new gigabit speed wireless fiber standard is being viewed in developed countries as a leapfrog option to link inaccessible areas. So technology related point of view, this gigabit speed wireless fiber is standard in developed countries as a leapfrog option. It involves high capacity spectrum E and V bands and is commercially not contentious. Contentious means not quarrelsome. The government needs to look at all possibilities and go into overdrive to bridge the digital divide. So whatever it is, so we people, the government needs to look at all possibilities and it has to do this overdrive to bridge this digital divide. That is the only thing which is in our hands right. Now the last but not the least, so here test of the day deals with double fillets. So yes, we have got the first one. The right dash by is the point here. The right dash by, and here we need a noun because right is adjective here, and the next thing could plus V1. So could plus, so all these are nouns, all these are V1s. So we can't eliminate even a single option according to the context. E-commerce has provided the best platform for boosting the growth of small industries, and with the right dash approach meaningful, energy meaningless, incentive meaningless, direction meaningless, impetus also meaningful. Impetus means something that makes a process a little more quickly. Approach and impetus. E-commerce provide blessed platform, growth of countries little quickly sense is given by impetus. Whatever it could dash the development of small and medium enterprises. Hold means to stop, transform means to change. Answer is impetus and transform. Next, let's get to next one. What is the next one here? Have plus V3. So we have got all V3s here, no elimination. Dash the stage. So however we can go with the V3 again. So there is a sense of continuation. All are V3s except setting. The remaining 4 options are in hold. Let's see. Risk capital investments in India in the first half of the year have dash the money inflow in all of 2014, right? So here we got 4. Exceeded, excelled, failed, lost. 2 negatives, 2 positives, right? Dash the stage for another record funding year. So positive context means these 2 are eliminated. Exceeded, excelled. Exceeded means became more than something. Next, dash the stage for another record funding year. So what did it do? Made the stage or performed the stage? Stage related, we get the word perform. That's why performed the stage for another record funding year. That's why the answer is excelled and performed. Excelled means to become something good, better. Next one, journalist dash. Whenever you get blank after a subject, we take verbs V1, V1s, V2. So here the context is in present or past, so we prefer what? All are V2s, so there is no matter of elimination. Next, dash, easy dash means it requires noun. Let's see, journalist dash with the press information. Certified with? No. Accredited with? Chances are there. Authorized with? No. Authorized directly, we needn't have any problem. Licensed with? No. Recognized with? No. So chances are more with. Accredited or accredited takes the preposition with. So that's why chances are more for that. And easy dash, easy access. So easy access is a collocation. That's why the answer is B. Let's get to the next one. Yes. Next question, Delhi police have plus V3, concerns dash. So of course we take the preposition here, preposition and noun. Have plus V3, all are V3s, all are prepositions. We can't eliminate even a single one. So concerns definitely takes the preposition over, concern over something. So have plus V3 raised. So answer is C. And the last but not the least, the government of Gujarat is dash. So is takes V3, V4 adjective. So you got all adjectives here, right? On dash, anxious on, ardent on, intense on, keen on, apathetic on. So keen is the most preferred. On what? On dash chapters on the founder of Reliance Group. So on offering wrong means this in textbooks introducing is the most preferable verb compared to the remaining. So the answer is keen on introducing the chapters on the founder of the Reliance Group, Dhirubhai Ambani. Right. Okay guys, that's all for the day. So don't forget to subscribe our channel and share with your friends. More are yet to come. Soon we are going to live sessions. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. Thank you. Signing off.